So I would like you to be responding whenever I'm trying to ask question, and just to ensure that there's no interruption, there's no noise even in our conversation. So it would be nice to be hearing a feedback from you. So please let us be active. I want us to know that this section we have to do with graphic design, as our moderator has said, and it's a journey that we have to spend together, which we also contribute to our tech skill and to make us independent in even to able to survive in this dispensation we are. We all know that the whole world is going in global system of technology, and we know technology is everywhere, is everything now. So we also need to flow together. We also need to be technology savvy so that we'll be able to perform well. So I will really need your cooperation. I really need your attention. And then I want us to know first that nobody knows all. And then exposure also determine the level of our understanding. So please, if in any area that you think that you are not getting me well, we appreciate you to accept me the way I am, and at the same time, feel free to ask questions. Feel free to contribute, and feel free to perform any task given to you. So I believe by the end of this thing, we're able to have a reasonable journey together, and then we have a perfect outcome. As I said once again, my name is Michael, and in a couple of while now, we'll be sharing my screen so that, okay, I'm coming for a while. I want to share my screen. But before I start sharing my screen, I will ask that in order that this will be a pre-knowledge to know the level of your knowledge. Is there anybody that can tell me what you understand by graphic design? Graphic design. Anybody?
Sorry, I don't have total knowledge of it. I'm a beginner in it.
Hello? I can't hear you. Hello?
Yeah, I was saying I'm a beginner in it, so I don't have any complete knowledge on that one.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Any other person? What do you understand by graphic design? I'm trying to share my screen to make me a co-host. I'm coming. But any other person? Another person in the house that can host disable participant screen sharing. Why? I'm coming. Participant screen sharing. But I'm co-host. Hello. I'm coming. I'm trying to share my screen, and okay. In a nutshell, I don't know why this not sharing. The host did not allow me to share screen. Let me communicate with the moderator. Just wait for me for a bit. I don't know what is happening. Share screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
You can see it. So,
Yes.
hello?
Yes, we can see. We can see you, Sunil. Yeah.
Okay. It's like your response is very low. I don't know why. I can't hear you loud. Okay. Today we'll be going through our graphic design course, and today will be introductory section to graphic design. As you can see on the screen, introduction to graphic design. And the learning objective for this class today will be, by the end of this lesson, you should be able to define graphic design. You should be able to understand the importance of graphic design in various industries. You should be able to understand the concept of graphic design and its wide-ranging application. You should be able to understand the historical development of graphic design, and at the same time, you should be able to identify graphic design software and pros and cons. And the reason why we start from this is that you need to understand from the simple, even as we go into complex. We all know that this graphic design has to do with practical skills, you understand? But we cannot overlook the theoretical aspect, the little thing that you need to know before we can go into the what? Into the practical aspect of the course. And then as we join together, we look at the introduction, the content, we look at the introduction, the definition of graphic design, the history of graphic design, the application of graphic design, the importance of graphic design, and then graphic design software. Then we'll move to conclusion. Now, as I asked you earlier, that what do you understand by graphic design? But someone responded that, oh, you are new into this system, and you did not know what is meant by graphic design. But I believe when you hear about design, you should be able to look at, okay, something visual, something that is visual, that you can see, something that is visual. Anytime we come about design, we all know that, okay, something that is visual. Or probably if another person can tell us, another person, I'm sorry, I will love to, because I'm a teacher, I will love to be calling by name. I have Raiman Abdurrahman. I have Dia Abdivia. Am I right? I have Shabudin and Suya and Cinda. I'm sorry for the way I'm calling your name. I might not get it right, but you have to correct me. Raman, kindly unmute yourself. Raman, can you all hear me, Raman? If Raman could not, Divya Tenjaswini, can you unmute yourself and tell me what you understand by graphic design? I know you might not get it perfect, but you have. So you call me into this class who did not come with empty brain. In one way or the other, you come across graphic, you come across design. We know fashion design, what they do, they design clothes. And they sew our clothes, and then a lot of design. We have artists. We have the design. Likewise, in this graphic design, if nobody is talking, they have to move forward. Graphic design is a creative, a strategic, and versatile field that play a crucial role in our visual world. It is a creative, strategic, and versatile field that play a crucial role in our visual world to communicate idea, message, and information to an audience. To communicate ideas, message, and information to an audience. It involves the art and science of combining text, images, and other elements to create visually engaging and effective design to disseminate information. Now, we have some elements mentioned here now, and it has to do with text. When you are saying a graphic design, it has to do with text, it has to do with images, it has to do with a graph and other elements like graph, a lot of elements like audio. So all these things, they like elements of multimedia, it combines them together and they produce what? Graphics. I mentioned audio, but audio is not, there are a lot of graphics. So like, for instance, you want to produce a video, a graphics have to be included, and audio also need to be what? In the time of audio visual, audio need to be involved in your graphics. But in the time of just a visual, there's no need of including audio. So graphic design help you to what? To design fascinating things, even to pass across information. Graphic design in simplest terms is the process of visually communicating idea and information through the use of layout, typography, images, and color. When you are designing anything, you make use of image, you make use of typography like fonts, like text, the font, the layout, you arrange it in layout, probably in vertical or in horizontal, and you make use of colors. And we know colors have a lot of art of capturing attention of people. So color has a value even in the eyes of beholder. So color is very important even as you design. Our moderator is very versatile in this field. I've seen several of his design. So I know he understood the redo that has to do with what? Graphic design. So graphic design is all about creating visual content that is both aesthetically pleasing. When people see it, they appreciate it. When people see it, they have information. So it can be a combination of two or more. You can use shape, you can use line, you can use any form of what? Any form of element, even in your design, to what? To pass information effectively. It helps us to pass information. It helps us to convey information perfectly to the what? To the audience. History of graphic design. I will not take much of our time here, but we need to what? We need to go through it. History of graphic design, we have in early graphic design communication, we had the printing press revolution, we have the art and craft movement, we have the Bauhaus school early 20th century, we have the rise of advertising and mass media, we have the digital revolution. I will send the Word document, I will send it to you so that you can go through it. So without wasting much of our time here, we are not going through this theoretical aspects as is supposed, but we are really want to what? We are really want to focus on the theory, but you can read through when I send the Word document to you, so that you can read through. So, and we have the contemporary graphics. So now the contemporary graphics is what we are now focusing on, which is the current graphics that we have, that we make use of a computer to do. There are a lot of graphics in the past, but right now we make use of what? Computer to what? Computer software to perform and to draw and to do the work. So this is what we are centering on. We are centering on the number 7, which has to do with what? The contemporary what? Graphic design. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, we can
You
hear
can
you.
hear me? Hello, can you all hear me?
Yes, Michael,
Yes, we can hear you.
we are able to hear you. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now, the discussion. Can you think of example of graphic design in your everyday life? Example of graphic design? Can you think of it?
So daily basis, we are getting some brochures, right? Product brochures, some other
You
product.
said?
In
Designs
social
on our
media,
clothes.
yeah. In social media, like we can able to see the brochures, right? Some other advertisements, so we can getting from social media.
Okay,
So it's kind of design. Yeah.
okay, perfect. Okay,
Banners.
there are a lot of a graphic design that we have. So, as you said, we have a lot of graphic design. We have like a logo. We have like a brochure. We have like a cover page of a textbook of a book. A lot of graphic. We have flyer. We have banner. We have flex. A lot of graphic design, even in social media. So for advertising. So a lot of people, the digital marketer, are now using it even to what, to market their what, their business. And it's very, very important. Even as a social media marketer, you also need to what, to know graphic design. And graphic design is also used even those in web design. If you are going into what, UI UX, you also need to what, have the knowledge of graphic design. If you want to be a webmaster or web programmer, you need to know graphic design. And the digital marketer in any field. And even because graphic design is very, very important. It's a basic to all other area that you need to do in computer. Then application of graphic design. So as I said, we have a branding and logo design. Branding and logo design. So I believe you have seen logo. We have with different companies. They have their own unique logo, and then it's work of a what, of a graphic designer, that you what, you design a logo. You design a logo for what? For clients, for a company. So you can be employed as a graphic designer to help a company to manage their what, their anything that has to do with graphic work, to market their what, their business. So graphic designer create logo and brand identity that help businesses to stand out and connect with their target audience. We all know that any company, they have their own target audience. So, and they will ensure that they meet up with the target audience. So the number one thing, number one application and importance of graphic design is what? Branding and logo. So branding and logo. The number two is for advertising and marketing. As I said earlier, the person that said that it's for social media simply means that you've gone through the process. Hello? Hello?
Yes, yes.
As some people are leaving, is it network or what happened? Hello?
It's the network issue, so you can carry on.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So the number two thing is that advertising and marketing. So online business make use of graphic design to promote their business. The use of graphic design. Graphic design is a vital part of creating advertisement material, shows a poster, shows a banner, shows an online ads that capture attention and drive sales. So people fascinate through the what, through what they see, and they are able to what, to go into what? Into it. So even the people that doesn't want to purchase, they will what? They will what? They will be captured by the what? By what they see. So that's why, as a graphic designer, we need to what? We need to take note of that aspect whenever time we are what? We are designing. So then number 3 is web design. As I said it earlier, a web designer also need graphic design skill, even to embed in the what? In the website. So when you are creating a website, you also need graphic work in that website you are creating. We know that web design has to do with writing code, but it's not all about writing code. You also need to have a graphic that you need to what? That you need to what? Import or insert in your what? In your website to make it more navigating, more facilitating, more capturing, and then to be able to carry out the assignment you want him to do. The layout, the color scheme, and the imagery on website are all about the work of graphic design. So the layout, the color scheme, and the imageries of website. So the images you see on website or the colors, everything as the work of what? Graphic design. So it's very important for you to know graphic design. Another thing is print media. Another one is print media. What happened? Hello?
Yes, what is it?
Another thing is print media. I don't know, this thing is not navigating. Okay. So another thing is print media. And the print media has to do with magazine, like newspaper, like brochure. I know you all come about all these things that I'm mentioning. So newspaper is the work of graphic design. So you be the one to do that. And so means a graphic designer can work in any company. A graphic designer can work in any company. Think of any company, you can work in any company. So even in manufacturing company, in education, so because they will want to market their business. So a graphic designer can work in any company. So you can work in print media company setup where you design magazine, you design newspaper, you design brochure, catalog, and all of these things relies on what? On graphic design. So even to make their content visually appealing, to make it attractive, appealing and engaging. The next one is packaging design. The packaging design, when you see a beautiful design product packaged on the shelf, and that is the work of what? Work of graphic designer. When you see a beautiful design that is what? That is produced, that is packaged on the shelf, like it's a work of what? Work of graphic design. Like, okay, you can have a shelf, you design, like now here in Nigeria, some people now are going into that. They don't want to be using paint to paint house again, and then they will only use the wallpaper. You understand? All these things, they are the work of graphic design. Okay. Then another one is illustration and art. Graphic designer also create digital art, illustration, and infographics, which is used in various contexts. So graphic design also create infographic. Infographics is just a medium, a graphic work that helps to illustrate information in what? In form of a float, in form of a flow chart. So that is the infographics. So they help us to design digital art, like different, they draw different things, animal, living things, You understand? So they help us to what? To draw them. And another thing is that graphic designer they also user interface and user experience. Their work in UI UX is also very important when you come to what app development and software development. So the work of graphic designer is also required here. So probably after you finish a graphic design course and you see that, okay, I want to move further in my technology journey, I want to go into UI UX, that means your knowledge in graphic design will help you in what? In the new environment you find yourself, because user interface and user experience is another course entirely that help us to what? To design a framework for website. So whatever a user interface, user experience design is what we produce the what? The application we are using on our mobile phone or smartphone, on Apple phone, on laptop. So the graphic designer is the basis for all these skills. So the next one is to look at the environmental and exhibition designer. It's like museum, trade show, public space. All of these people, they use a graphic design to guide and inform visitor. So we have a billboard. When you go to cinema, these people also make use of graphic design in that place. They have a wallpaper. So it's very, very important for you to understand all these things so that you know your coming, your action, your interest or your decision of coming or enroll into this course is not by mistake, it's for a purpose. So by now, I will look at the significance of graphic design. A graphic design is a powerful tool. It's a powerful tool and versatile tools that influence visually every industry today. It is not about making things look visually appealing, but graphic design play a crucial role in communicating message. It's not just to what? To make it appealing, but it's to what? To communicate, creating branding, and enhancing user experience. Understanding the importance of graphic design is in various industries empower us to appreciate the far-reaching impact of this creative discipline. So as I said earlier, I said you can make use of it in advertisements, in marketing, you can make use of it in entertainment, in fashion. In fashion, the fashion industry made use of graphic design as an instrument in creating fashion branding and advertisement material. So from clothing label to runway, show promotion, graphic design ensures that fashion industry convey its unique style and identity to the world. So they also use for interior design. It's also used in pharmaceutical and the health sector. It's used in education. So we make use of it in non-profit and advocacy. So we use it in architecture and real estate. We use it in technology. So we can apply the knowledge of graphic design in any field. We can apply the graphic design in any field. That means whenever time you think of creating a website for any technology company, think of knowledge of graphic design is also required. When you think of creating a UI UX project, think of you need to what? You need to also have a knowledge of what? Of graphic design. It's very, very important. Graphic design is the basis, is the foundation, So, discussion. How do you think graphic design influence our perception and decision as a consumer? Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, I will need the response.
As graphic design is very attractive in nature.
Okay, Suya, you want to speak?
Yes, this is Suhail here. If the
I'm sorry,
visualization
I'm
of
trying
ideas,
to. Can you please? I can't hear you clearly.
is it audible right now?
Okay, I can't hear you clearly. Can you repeat yourself?
Is it audible now?
I said, what do you understand by graphic design? How do you think that graphic design influence our perception and decision as a consumer? Hello?
Suhail, you can unmute and talk now.
Hello? Who is speaking? Who is speaking?
I have
Hello?
texted now.
No. Nobody is speaking.
Um, Michael, Suhail has sent you direct text. Can you read that?
Is it in the network? I can't hear you. I can't hear you at
Can
all.
you hear me?
Yes, it's okay. I can hear you now.
Yeah, you can hear me. So Suhail has sent the reply in the chat. Please read that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So, and these are the perfect answer, because if the your design is appealing, is fascinating, then it will draw attention of the what? Of the end user to what? To your products. They were able to what? They were able to make purchase. They were able to what? It will draw them, it will convert them to your website, because those in advertisements, that's what they do. They use it as a campaign. A graphic works as a campaign. When you see a beautiful design, you wanted to read more, then you click. It help the web owner, or a website owner, to draw more attention of people to their website. So it converts more people into the website. So, and then not just to convert them, some we also make pushes. So that is perfect answer. Thank you. Thank you, Suya. I would like to know the correct pronunciation.
It is Suhail.
Suye, thank you. Thank you. Suye, thank you. So we are moving forward to graphic design software. Graphic design software application. We all know that, okay, whatever thing we want to do on a computer cannot just start working. It must have, it must what? It must have something that will enable we, the user, to utilize the computer. We know there's a software applications, a lot of software applications for different purposes. But when it comes to times of graphic design, then graphic design also has different software that we use. A lot of software has been developed that we can use to perform the task, and we still have the same results. So a graphic design software refers to specialized computer program and tools that is designed to create and edit and manipulate visual content for various purposes. Now, important thing that we need to point out here is that it helps us to create, it helps us to edit, it helps us to manipulate. So you can clean, you can erase, so you can cut, you can, so whatever thing you draw previously, you can still come back and what? And still make adjustments. So it's a software. And it's very, very important that we have something like this, because if you are using your hand, because the time that if you are using if you are drawing on what? On a paper, the time taken to draw, probably you later find out that you made a mistake. You have to clean and this computer make it more easier for us to make adjustments. So all these things include digital art, illustration, layout design, branding, and copy. So everything we talk about, this software enables us to what? To carry them out. This software application are used by graphic designer and artists to produce a wide range of visual material for both print and digital media. So, and they include a variety of tools and the fixture. So, this software has what? They have varieties of what? Of tools and fixture for working with images, for working with text and other design elements. You might decide that, okay, you want to include graph. You might decide that you want to use a different shape. So it's very, very important for you to understand that. So now we want to look at what are the examples of graphic design software that we have. We have a lot of them. So even this one the one you are seeing on your screen now, it's not limited to this. We still have a lot of graphic design software. Like most people, they may use of Adobe Photoshop, they may use of Adobe Illustrator. So you decide on the one you want to go for, and then all the software you are seeing on your screen, they are graphic design software, and some of them are also specialized on a particular thing. So Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, Adobe InDesign, CorelDRAW, GIMP, with its GNU image manipulation program, Affinity Design, Affinity Photo, Sketch, Figma, Gravit Designer, Inkscape, Adobe XD, Canva, Cinema 4D, Procreate, Blenders, Clip Studio, Paint, Paint 2, a lot of them. And I have Zara Designer Pro, AutoCAD, Maya, so a lot of them. You can browse also, you see a lot. But one thing is that there are some of these things that are particularly for like Adobe Photoshop. Now you use it for photo editing. You edit your picture. If you want your photo to look more beautiful, more appealing, you apply different fixture, contrasting, a lot of things. You apply hue or whatever. So you just change the color. So it helps you. And some people, it depends on how versatile you are. Some people also use it to design out logos. Some use it to design. So it depends on how versatile you are. Like Adobe InDesign, people use it for UI UX, Adobe SD, Figma, Sketch. So it depends. So, but all of this, they are graphic design. But I want us to remember that when you think of a graphic design, so we are looking at to a software that will enable us to be able to articulate, to be able to bring together the elements of multimedia, image, text, shape, etc. So classification of graphic design software application. A graphic design software can be categorized into two main ways. And number one, by design. Number two, by utilization. What you mean by design means that their primary purpose or focus. Why by utilization? How they are used or applied. How they are used or applied. By design refers to how the software is primarily intended for specific design purpose or task. In this classification, graphic design software fall into category based on what they are specifically designed to do. Now, among all these things that I show you as an example of graphic design, what is the primary purpose they designed them for? So, can we also use it to do any other thing? Can we? Now, this is the thing that we need to what? To understand. Number two, utilization refers to how the software is categorized based on how it is used or applied by designer. In this classification, graphic design software fall into category based on the practical tasks that designer use them for. Now, by design example, these are the example. This software, they are like Adobe, Photoshop. They are designed for working with raster imaging, photo editing, and digital painting. And then we have the vector graphic editor like Adobe Illustrator belong to this category. They are mainly focused on creating and editing vector-based artwork. And then we have page layout and desktop publishing like software like Adobe InDesign, Scribbles are designed for creating layout for printing publication. 3D like Blender, like Autodesk, Maya, and then then by utilization, we have like web design. We have like web design tools, which is software like Adobe Dreamweaver, Sublime Text used for designing website. UI UX like Adobe SD Figma, Sketch are specifically used for designing user interface and user experience. So we have like digital painting software. These two include Curve Painter. So like that. Now, discussion question is that what category of design software will you say Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, and Microsoft Excel belong to? Is it by design? Is it by utilization? Probably you've heard about Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel. What category can you say these softwares belong to? Is it by design? Is it by utilization?
Utilization.
Utilization. Yes. Because Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
You are still seeing my screen, but it's disconnected. Yeah, I'm coming.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Your screen is disconnected. We can't see
Yes.
your screen.
I'm sorry. It's disconnected. I don't know what happened.
Uh, Try to share your screen. No?
I'm trying to work on that now back. I'm coming.
Can you try again?
It's connecting. It's connecting. I'm coming. It's connecting. I don't know. Okay. Okay, I'm coming. I'm sorry for the interruption. I can't really explain what happened. I just discovered that it's disconnected. Okay, I was saying that Microsoft or Microsoft PowerPoint, they are commonly used for office software applications, but they are not typically categorized as graphic design software by design. And this software serve different purposes. Like Microsoft Word, the primary is to what is for word processing application, which is used for creating documents, including letter, report, and essay. While it does offer some basic design and layout feature, it's not specialized for graphic design. It's more about text and document formatting. But you can use it to design. Like I use it to design like a cover page of a book. So, and then wherever you take it to, nobody can query you that, it's not Microsoft Word that I used to design this. You understand? So it's the same way as the same work that you can use CorelDRAW to do, Canva to do, you can also use Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint to do. So PowerPoint also had the same feature, but the major thing is for slideshow and presentation. But it also has a format of different layout. We use PowerPoint not just a slideshow. It depends. You can also use for creating a video. It had all this feature. So like sometimes if I don't have I might not have a CorelDRAW. There was a time I didn't have a CorelDRAW on my laptop, and I have to design a flyer. So I may use a PowerPoint to do that, and nobody will know that it's a PowerPoint that I used. You understand? So, but one thing I want you to know is that a knowledge in one of this software will help you in other. Are you okay? You'll be able to work perfectly in other design. I think you get me right.
Sorry, what did you say? I was not able to get you.
It's not audible. Okay. You should have. I said, one thing I have to say is that one knowledge in one software make you perfect in other software. Like when you understand how to use Canva, which is the primary software we're using in this our course, is an online graphic design tools. And then, so that's what we'll be using. So whenever knowledge in Canvas, so when you're using PowerPoint, you can use it. When you're using a CorelDRAW, you can also use it. You understand? But just that the little thing we can just say is that it's just about the environment, the interface. So, but don't scare. You can work with any graphic design software that comes across your way when you know one, and you're able to perform well in others. So like Microsoft Excel also, we know that we use for data analysis, for calculation, and creating tables. But it also has some feature of creating a graphic work. You can plot a graph, you can draw, it has a shape tools that you can draw, you can import images, you can do all these things, even in Microsoft Excel. We know it is a spreadsheet application. It's used for data analysis. So those are people now, they are using it for interpreting result of research. So, but it's not limited to that. You can also use it to do graphic design. So, pros and cons of this software. Pros and cons of this software. And like Adobe Photoshop is a powerful image editing capacity, extensive range of filter and effects, industry standard for photo retouching and manipulation. And then the crumbs is that steeper learning curve for beginner and require a subscription, not a one-time purchase. Can be resource intensive on older computer. Adobe Illustrator. So Adobe Illustrator also what is a standard for vector graphics, scalable design without loss of quality. We have the comprehensive tools for logo and what illustration creation. So like that, we have their pros and cons. So you have it in tabular form. So when I send the documents to you, you can go over it. Like okay, like this Corel Draw now is it's just a one-time purchase. When you buy it, you install it offline, and then you're able to use it offline. And then, but in the times of Illustrator, Canva, Photoshop also, you can also buy it once and then and you install it, so it doesn't require frequent purchase, you understand, but it might require updates. So then Canvas is an online one, so which majority of people are using today, because they see it as that is a user friendly, and though it has a lot of template, but you might decide not to use the templates, so you can decide to use your own to start scratch. And then a lot of them like that. So like we also have like a software called WPS. So several of them, they perform these tasks. So graphic design workspace, before you start using any graphic design software, it's important to become acquainted with design workspace. We are only talking, when you talk about workspace, we are talking about the design environment. So we are talking about the design environment. So more design software share common elements. So we have a cover, so the work area, and that what the cover is also is also what we call work area. In other words, is a paper area that you perform your work. We have a tool section. We have menu and palette. So with the palette is the area you get your colors, and then the other functions that will help you to perform your work. We also have a layer panel. We have color and typography. So graphic design is a multifaceted field with a broad range of application, and is a powerful tool for conveying messages, enhancing brand identity, and creating visually compelling content across various media. Graphic design is a universal language that transcends industry boundary. It is a tool that communicates ideas and elicit emotion and create memorable brand identity. Whether you are pursuing a career in advertising, healthcare, fashion, or any other field, graphic design skill will be an asset, enriching your ability to connect with your audience and convey your message effectively.